Hi everyone, I'm going to be starting out tonight with the meal 2 here. Hopefully everyone's having a good day so far. Yeah, it looks like as far as platooning goes, yeah, I guess sent you a... Did I receive one? No. So let's say I just sent you one and you sent me one. And yeah. These are from earlier, just within a match for some people, but yeah, it doesn't seem like it's working still. The only way I've seen people do it is either, I think, a training room or something, or people have even resorted to going to play tier 1 matches until they get on the same team. Oh, but nice to see you guys. Hello. Hi Rich. And John. 23 and Grigsby too. We have a few requests here so far. Still grinding the meal 2, of course. Getting close. I'm at like 45,000, I think, experience. Hello Warrior, nice to see you. The test server is up. I'm not gonna be hopping on it just because you know, this is kind of like a little mini patch, and just a bunch of HD tanks. There's changes to the matchmaking a little bit to where it's going to balance out mediums, lights, heavies, you know, whatnot, between the two teams better. Like, they're not going to be identical, but it'll be closer to the same on both sides. But more or less, you know, it's just some minor changes. Oh, that guy he's hurting. I have not ammo racked like someone like that in a while. Alright, so far 2,000 damage with the first clip, not too bad. Yeah, I completely agree. I would rather not play tier 1s. But it seems like you can balance, but it doesn't really always work. It's very temperamental. Hello, Pesmed. Oh, I know, that was pretty sad. Watch it. If you watch his video, I posted a link of it in Discord. It's kind of funny. He's sitting there like, this guy doesn't even notice what I'm doing. And then they all get banned, and he's like, fuck this guy. It was just so funny. But I actually asked some other people that stream, you know, why people really do that, and apparently it's usually a good thing to where people raid like another stream at the end of theirs to basically get some of their viewers to transfer over to like a smaller streamer or something. But that guy was just doing it to try to troll people. We really need some help here, because I can't bluff my way with this this many tanks. Luckily he just whiffed, but like they got a fair bit of tanks here, I would say. Trying to get this M103. My life depends on it, like, kind of does. Look, crap. I said luckily he backed up enough. Yeah, I can't even pull up further because, yep, just asking for help, and I did 44,000 or 4,400, 44,000, bleh. But like, literally, I don't get why any of these guys, like, I really need to like do a map strategy for this. I don't think I have one for this updated, and just basically Photoshop this part of the map out and just black it out and say that you can't go there. But anyway, moving along, I guess. But yeah, as far as platooning goes, it doesn't look like if anybody would like to platoon that's in the clan here, you know, send me, or I guess message in the clan chat if anybody wants to platoon. Because technically, you know, I do platoon on Thursdays. It's just the friends list is so screwed up. It's been a bit difficult to actually do that. Uranium depleted ammo, or depleted uranium ammo. Hello, Andrew. Nice to see you. Did it not show up in the clan chat? I was gonna say afterwards, I'll try to send an invite, or you try to send me an invite. See if that works. Sometimes it's been working, like the platoon invites go through. Other times it hasn't been working. So it's just a little strange. Thank you, Randall, for tipping Levi a biscuit. I'll tip him one here in after this battle here. But as far as Wargaming is working on it, apparently. I do not have the meal. Okay, you tried to send me one? Well, I'll try to send you one after this and see if it works, but yeah, outside of getting like on the same team, when it's not working as far as like not being able to accept them outside of battles, it's impossible, unfortunately. It's a little frustrating because you know, like part of the fun of the game is playing with other people sometimes that you know, and it just makes it's just stupid it's gone on this long. Thank you for tipping Levi. Oh god, I don't know why I was sitting out there as long as I did. Let's say I got him new treats. Do not feel bad for tipping him anymore that you guys are gonna make him fat. I bought him little treats. He'll love them. They're cheddar flavor. Hey, I would like to not be here. I'd like to be past here, but fortunately they're able to spot me. At least that guy is the little gun. But last stream, yeah, someone who, they don't work on World of Tanks, but they do work for Wargaming. I figured Wargaming's working on the fix, but he did say they are working on it. But he doesn't exactly know the specifics, of course, because he works in a different branch for Wargaming and NA. I'm not going to name his name so he doesn't get bombarded with, "Where's my friends list?" Alright. Do I think I can get across here? Just the C-100. Screw it. The M103, I know a lot of people don't really like it. It's mainly due to the armor, but since picking it back up, I haven't felt like underpowered or anything in any matches. Like these few shots I took here, I stupidly sat in front of an E100 for some reason. So have I personally confirmed? I have not eaten one, no, but I did sniff them and they do smell like cheddar. I was about to say, I picked up, there's not too many treats he can have, because, you know, he can't have, like, a lot of certain meats and gluten in them. These have chickpea flour, I'll have to read it, there's like little weird flours in them, and then just cheddar cheese, and that's it. I am... yeah. He just got ammo racked. Which, you know, the test server for 9.19.1's up. Shoot them in the turret, guys. Don't shoot them in the hole. AMX50B has a weak turret. But 9.20, because 9.19.1's like a interim patch to where, you know, it's just a little bit of, not placeholder stuff, but like HD tanks, little tweaks to the matchmaking, personal missions, stuff like that. 9.20, more details came out today. There's going to be a, you know, the graphics render is going to be changing, and maps specifically, but more so it's going to be rebalancing a ton of stuff. Last stream, I talked about the Japanese heavies, to where, you know, they're rebalancing basically from the OI experimental up, and some are getting buff, some are getting very small nerfs. The largest one's honestly the tier 6 OI, where the change for that is it's just getting its rear armor reduced, so nothing drastic. Yeah, tier for tier, the M103 is definitely better. Really, the only thing, the Conqueror is better for a heavy tier 9 platform for a gun, but outside of that, the M103's, you know, number 2 in that regard in my eyes. And that's discrediting autoloaders, because, you know, it's a little bit different. Like, of course, say like in a Meal 2 against an M103, Meal 2 is going to be able to put a ton of damage out on one clip, but if the M103 is smart, doesn't get shot by all of them, he'll have the upper hand. But as far as 9.20, the Batchat 25T is getting rebalanced in some way. The initial, like this, it's all initial stats, so you can't really get hung up on it too much. The Batchat used to have a larger clip size. They're looking to bring that back, where it has 6 rounds instead of 5, but instead of 390 damage, it drops to 300, I think it's 320 it's going to be at the end of the day. I get shot to ground. But in return, it gets much better accuracy, especially while moving, and it's going to be a lot easier to use. For anyone that plays a Batchat now, the thing is completely inaccurate, which is why you see so many people throw heat out of it. So it's getting buffed, but at the same time, it's getting changed a little bit as well. Thanks, Lobobo, for the tip. I was gonna say Daniel tipped me before the stream today. It was him who unevened it, but thank you very much, both of you guys. Not a great match, but 2100 damage ain't too shabby. I lost. Do I have? Haha, that is why I missed. I'm taking off large first aid kits on a lot of my heavy tanks. Alright, so grinds up. I'm doing the Meal 2 again. I know it's getting, I'm playing a lot of it, but I'll be done the grind soon. They're also rebalancing the AMX-30 prototype and AMX-30B, the French medium tanks. Which, hello, Wayne. Nice to see you, and Frostbite Gaming. How to grow a World of Tanks channel. Be interesting, stream regularly. Yeah, it's hard. You need to, you know, basically, which I forgot to tip the dog. You know, you have to have a regular schedule, but also you have to at least be, like, I'm interesting in my own way, to where you never know what you get from me. You either get really good matches, or I fall off of a cliff and flip myself over. But I also have my real, I don't even know what to call him, the headliner, basically, the cover band, where he'll bring people in, my dog. That's why people come to watch me. Mar, yes, I would say that, yeah. I do not have the Saint Emile Bartek. Please take a look at my tank request list. But basically, trying to remember where I was. The AMX-30 and AMX-30B French mediums, again, they're all preliminary stats, but what they're trying to do is differentiate it from the Leopard 1 line by more or less giving it a little bit more armor on the turret, while also making them a little bit less accurate, I believe, and giving it a little bit more firepower. I kind of glanced over them, but essentially the Leopard 1 is going to retain the whole light medium roll, which I guess, I don't know why I went this far out here in the meal 2. It was really stupid of me. This is not a tank where you want to push. I honestly should have went over to the hill, but I'm kind of overthinking this here. Hello, Masat. Mr. Gaming. I'm about 44,000 experience away, I think, for the Kronwagen. That's pretty late there. Thanks for waiting for me. Yeah, I have a cup of coffee over here because I had a pretty long day at work today. Just we're finally, it's like finally getting busy this weekend to where I have no more slow days after this. So no more easy days for me. Which Levi kind of woke up here a minute ago, so I'll be able to tip him some biscuits after this match here. Got yourself a little bit isolated. But as far as honestly streaming and growing a World of Tanks channel, your best bet is honestly to do it here on YouTube, because Twitch, take for example, like granted I streamed on both, but I did like a month test of streaming to both YouTube and Twitch, and Twitch got like 2 people watching me. Oh lord. Why is he sitting all the way back there? He got me, but oh god. That is how you do not play a T95. Even though he killed me, I really don't care, because he literally just sat there and let his whole team die. But it's easier to start, say, streaming in a new channel on YouTube rather than Twitch, though, because people on Twitch will only really watch the top few people. Hello, Rick. Nice to see you. Which, hey, little dog. You up again? I got new treats for you. Come on. He's probably like, what are these? Which, possibly Randall. Alright, so let me catch up on requests here. I think that's probably going to be it, because this is a shorter stream here, you know, than the last one. It's only 2 hours, so I think that might be it for now as far as requests. I don't want to take too many and then, you know, have people wait, not being able to do them. Which, I actually forgot to take that off from last stream. That tank requests are full. But, alright, so the next one up is the AC4 experimental here. Oh, what? Are you gonna start whining now? He's probably like, I know how this goes. I whine, I get tipped. The Strev S1, it's not always the easiest to play, but it does make a lot of credits. It's in the top 3 as far as net profit, which Tank Fest is essentially, if you're a community contributor, Wargaming goes to it. It's essentially, I forget where exactly it is though, but essentially people make a big hoopla of it because it's like a big tank event where you can go see actual tanks. Community contributors actually get flown out to it, I believe. They don't have to pay. Wargaming kind of foots the bill to bring them there. But honestly, since it's over in Europe, I don't really pay any attention to it. So I don't know too much about it other than that. Which, hello, Gunner. I'll add the RU on here, but I'm not sure if I can actually get to it. Hello, Emil. Nice to see you guys. And Sean. I would say it's Ottawa's a little bit far away from me. Alright, so a lot of people up there. Guess I'm gonna try to help out my IS-2, but it's gonna be really interesting to see how this goes. All depends on. Luckily, this is an AMX M445 and not something a little bit. If there's a 49 there, I would not be able to pen him. Guys behind us need to help out. Ooh, there's a bulldog here now. Crap. This is not a tank to be frickin' brawling with, especially around a corner like this. But I kind of know our IS-2 is not going to run away, so I was trying to help him the best of my ability, because I wouldn't be able to do anything in the north. Rarely do you see me go to the north, because typically I find it to be pointless to even try to push across. I only go there in certain tanks, and in the center here, the Type 64, I probably should have went through there, but at this point I kind of need to help out the tanks I have left here. I'm still gonna, they're gonna fall, because this IS-2 is extremely close to dying. Granted, pretty much we all are. I'll switch over to some skill rounds. And the Cromwell B behind me got me. Really, this is one of those matches on Paris that your team, we lost a couple people pushing up here, then you have a lot of people sitting there in fear, and you don't have enough people to win the south or cover the center, so you lose. There's not too many ways to play Paris. I do like the map, but you typically find yourself losing like that a lot. Alright, so the next tank up here is actually, I put it in there, the Tiger 131. I splurged and I got it for myself. Mainly, honestly, mainly for the crew, because I know I'm going to be getting a, you know, another German tank, and I do not have a crew for it, so. Yeah. Yeah, Bovington, their videos are pretty neat to watch. Let's say I don't know what you're talking about. So Sosuke Aizen? Pretty sure that's from an anime named Bleach, I think. Yes, I'm on the NA server. But more or less, anyone looking to pick this tank up just went on sale today. It's more or less the heavy tank number 6. So I know for a few of you guys, that pretty much means you're not, or at least one person, you're not gonna get it. No take on your offer? Would you buy the... Oh, John, I wouldn't, thank you very much for the offer. I'm pretty much, I have the free experience for it, honestly. I'm gonna get it by basically at the latest the end of next stream, if not before it. So I would say save your money. Like I'm down to, you know, a little bit over 40,000, so that's with a personal reserve. I can get that done in an hour if honestly I guess ground it out. Thank you very much though. Which hello Wolf. I can try to add the mouse on, but honestly I'm not sure I have time to get to it. Hello music fan. Thank you for the subscription. Yeah, more or less I have a lot of tank requests right now, and I'm not sure I'll be able to get to, you know, any new requests. Typically my tank requests fill up very fast, especially on my evening streams. You know, first 15 minutes, 20 minutes, they're usually full. Only a certain amount of tanks I can play, you know, at a time. Not the frickin' thing. I do not have the FV405. Oh, go figure. I didn't even see that he was throwing APCR. So it's not even... I can't angle against a Tiger if he's shooting APCR. Go figure. Alright. As I say, I played one match in this earlier, and I think I got like 1,800 damage. It's not bad. But it's literally a clone of the heavy tank number 6, just with a different skin on it. Yes, Rich. I decided not to move the crew for now, just because, you know, it's mainly for the Leopard 1. When I get that, I'm gonna move most of the crew over to that. But for the time being, doesn't hurt to just leave them in here. Granted, I'm playing like crap in this right now. I really wish I went to the center. And yeah, I guess backed right into an IS. Alright, so there's my crappy match. Obviously I shouldn't pick my own tanks. But Meal 2. A KV1 up after this. Yeah, I think there's another one coming up like that in Valens. I think you're right there. Which map is my favorite? Sorry, I'm a little bit behind on chat here. That's a hard question. I'd probably say something like, I know a lot of people hate it, probably like Malinovka, to be honest. Which hello, Joel. I know you love the heavy tank number 6 Uber. I'd say I do not... Saving for what gift? I'd say I'm a little bit lost because the chat, like, shot up really quickly. Honestly, though, I guess I should say my favorite map is anything but Live Oaks. I hate that map. Literally like a circle that you drive around. Anyway, though, I need to. That last match was you don't want to play a tiger like that, even if it is a tier 6. But I basically just gave them a giant box to shoot at. Okay. Ooh, I think I might be able to retreat here fast enough. I'm probably gonna get shot at least once, but I think we found their team. Oh, you're so good, M46, throwing APCR already. Not surprised, but still annoying. World of Tanks now, though. Yeah, the WZ-111-14 already pushed across. We're unfortunately another match in Emil 2 where if you're fighting close up in this tank, it's very difficult to get a lot done. You need a lot of space to be able to work with it. Of course I hit him right on the gun. Just the reload time, 38 seconds. You're not gonna land all your shots more often than not. Which, yeah, this is gonna go bad because all these people here need to move over here so they can actually shoot. Instead, they're all gonna sit in C2, wait for us to die, and then it's just gonna be a domino. And it's just, hopefully we can kind of hold out here, but there's only one SPG, and not really an SPG that can do a ton of damage in a hurry. So we're kind of at the mercy of the enemy, which they're definitely going to be pushing on us. There's no doubt about that. And I guess I don't even know why I shot that shot there. Oh, great. Somehow I just missed 3 tanks by shooting at the damn ground. But yeah, we're kind of screwed. It's just M46. I feel really sorry for him because he is still shooting APCR even after he has flanked in Emil 2. But it's just sad that they literally had, like, it's at the 11-minute mark here. They had at least 2 minutes to just move over a few squares and shoot. Yeah. But that's World of Tanks, though. It's any game, and unfortunately, that's PvP. Sometimes you get people that actually want to work together, and other times you get that. But let's move on to the KV-1. There it is. International contest to give you the nicest Christmas present. I was gonna say Levi might want to donate to that, but he only is capable of creating one thing. I don't know if you would like that. Oh, I know. I completely agree with you, Uber. That's why, like when I talking about, like, when people bring up win rate 8 and stats and stuff, it all started when people started to basically care about that a little too much. Thank you very much, Labobo, for the tip. Thanks. Hello, Casper. It's basically, people do that. They buy a premium tank that, you know, has a really good premium round, and they just throw it 100% of the time. So it's just, it's sad, unfortunately. But honestly, like, the M46, it wouldn't have made a difference. He still would have penned me, regardless if he had a standard or a premium. Because I've talked about the Meal 2 before. Meal 2 and Kronwagen, pretty much if you can't, you're going to either pen it or not pen it. It has a ton of turret armor on the front, but if you hit it on the side turret, hit it on the hull, more often than not, you're going to penetrate it with a standard or premium. It really doesn't matter what round you throw it at, unless you have some crazy, like, tier 10 TD heat round, like the JPZ 100. You have a smidgen of a chance to pen the turret front with that. So people throwing gold at these tanks, it's just, you know, it's pure out of them trying to, you know, cover up penetration more or less, and they're just wasting money because they think that they need the best win rate 8. They need that more damage, which, yeah, it's part of the game and it helps, but it's just sad that, you know, Wargaming should fix it because more or less, I think I said it last stream, if you give people the option of doing something and it's like, say, detrimental to balancing, you can't expect them not to exploit it. Like, that's just human nature. They're gonna exploit the hell out of it. Like, which I don't think he's gonna shoot me, of course. I don't even think that T-3485 saw that OI experimental. Right, of course the RD is shooting at me. Yay. Oh, how I missed that, but I missed it. I was like a second late. Thank you very much, Rick, for buying Levi a new toy. I'll have to... Oh god, there's a T-14 back here. How are these... I'm getting a little bit annoyed at my team because there's two tanks very capable of killing a PZ-4H. Yeah, I'm not even going to drive around there because he's running away now. And they somehow can't do that. Like... I have no words right now. Like, how were they not able to kill that guy after all of that time? But I'm getting a little bit honestly frustrated right now, so I'm gonna, yeah, IS-3 is a good tank. I just need a tank that honestly I can get a somewhat solid match in without getting a little bit frustrated at people here. I usually don't get frustrated, but it's pushing me a little bit over there. Hey, little dog, get your head out from under my chair. Do you want this? It's the giant tennis ball. This dog is obsessed with... He is obsessed with tennis balls, so we found him one that he cannot fit his mouth around that. Honestly, he's probably gonna get mad at me for getting it for him. Thank you very much for tipping Levi a new toy though, Rick. I was about to say, it was very close to the E3, but the IS-3 should suffice. That could help with a garden, yes, Graham. Hi, David. Nice to see you. What? I can't play with you right now. Why don't you play with this end? That tennis ball literally weighs maybe like four pounds. But it's the only way that we can actually give him what he really wants without him tearing it to shreds or becoming too overly obsessed with it. Like, we were playing with him. We were playing with him yesterday. He's having way too much fun back there. We were playing with him. We were playing with him yesterday at the beach, and he has like a little ball that it floats, but after like a few seconds, he was having a blast though, jumping in and out of the waves. Thank you very much, Grigsby, for the tip. Sorry the KV1 match was a little crappy. Hey bud, you having fun? He's probably like, I hate you, Cody. Hey. He's getting a little bit too in. Hi. Maybe it was a mistake to give him a tennis ball. He hasn't had one in about maybe a year and a half. But you have made you have made him a little bit too happy here, Rick. Granted, I was the one that gave it to him, but hey. Oops, sorry, T49. I'm petting the Honestly, I think he's pissed at the tennis ball for being too big. You can hear his chirping noises. Sorry, Emil 2, you're a little too slow. Hey. Hello, Craze, your internet went out? That stinks. I guess you're watching on your phone. Hey, what's wrong? Is it too big? You need a bigger mouth. I'll probably just end up giving him a different toy here. That way he can obsess about the new toy. Thank you very much, Toth or Toth for the subscription. I have no idea, Andrew, what the hell. Thank you for deleting that, John. I'm like, what? He's a little frustrated because honestly, hey, when he's obsessed with balls. I've told you guys, it sounds weird saying that, but he's obsessed to where he likes to carry them around and not let them go. Where this one he can't fit it in his mouth. I will deal with this situation though right after I finish this battle though. Luckily, I somewhat planned for this. We bought him a second toy that is also a ball. However, this one, it's a little squishy, so it'll be a little bit better for him. Hey! No! Whoa. No. We put this away. Here we go. Is this one better? There we go. That ball toy's a little bit more play alone time. So I got a mastery badge first class somehow while playing with one hand for about a quarter of that match, but that's the IO3 for you. It's got a freaking good gun on it, and as long as you don't get shot a lot by higher tiers, typically you have a really good match in it. Alright, so up next is the FE304. Oh, I know. Hi. Honestly, I'm gonna have to have Ryan see what he does, but literally when we take him for walks, like we have a field near our house here, where like kids play, you know, with tennis balls and field hockey balls and stuff out there. He'll find them and try to hide them from us and like run away from us. It's so funny. Hello, Mr. Penetration and Robo Guerrero. Uh-oh. As I guess rammed this. Sorry, Stug. I thought he is and he isn't, Nice Cuppa. Oh god, I guess rammed. I just rammed another tank. Ah, Lord. At least I'm in an SPG. I'm kind of keeping an eye to make sure he doesn't reopen it, but essentially they shaved like a little spot on his chest. He has a few more days of antibiotics, and if it doesn't, like the swelling doesn't go down, we have to go back, and it's still a little bit puffy. We have to go back and they have to essentially cut it off, but Ryan's gonna be really pissed because he's trampling her clock back there. She's getting ready to redo that clock that's been sitting back there kind of torn apart. And she has like all these wood pieces laid out, and he's kind of running all over them. Luckily she labeled them now. Tips for a new player? Honestly, learn your maps. Maps are very important. And then, you know, learn your tank as far as the strengths of it, the weaknesses. So mainly, like, if your tank doesn't have any gun depression, don't go to somewhere that has hills on it, like stuff like that. But more or less, World of Tanks comes down to knowing the maps, because if you're not in the right spot, doesn't matter what tank you're in, you're not going to do anything. Knowing your tank and knowing the weaknesses of enemy tanks. That's more or less the basics that you will start out and improve with. Alright, they pushed. I think they pushed up on the 2 lines, so I've actually got to fall back here. But if you find yourself dying early, try to play a little bit, like, look where your team typically heads on a map, and typically your team goes in the right area. Not always, but even bad teams typically, you know, get themselves in a decent area to work from. They just don't, you know, either defend right or push right, stuff like that. But even if your team sets up wrong, sometimes you just have to go with it. And if you're new in the game, you know, sticking near most of your tanks is a good rule of thumb, because if you're out playing alone, you're not gonna survive long usually. But I'm getting a little bit lost here, but the most important part about World of Tanks is honestly knowing the maps and how they play. This PZ4H is not gonna survive. And the Skoda T40 shot me. I still did 811 damage, but yeah. And also, do not ram your teammates. I did that twice there. Not that it would have really changed the outcome, but yeah. A little bit distracted by the Hey, little dog. Hey. You wanna play? No? Now that you can play by yourself, you don't care about me anymore? Levi, come here. Bring it here. No? He does not want me to touch it. First good line, I would either say the American Heavy Tank, so T110E5, or like the IS-7 line, T62A Object 140 line. If you pop over to my website, WoTguru.com, there's a article there where it's called "Which Tank Line is Right for You." It's pretty big, but you can kind of click through the different nations, and it goes over like every single tank in a specific line and how they play. So that could help you. But I would say T110E5 line, IS-7 line, Object 140 / T62A line. Honestly, I'm kind of screwed because after I get done streaming here, like usually I go to bed right afterwards. He's gonna force me to play outside. Whoops, thought I was still on cruise control here. There's nobody over here. I guess I have to. My favorite tank's the T110E3. Hi, you finally want to play? No? Whenever you go to grab something, he just like ducks down and growls at you a little bit. The Eternal, I do not have one on hand. However, which thank you very much for the subscription, FAM. I'm not even going to try to pronounce all that, but thank you very much. I don't want to embarrass myself. I'm pretty sure there's an invite code for Reddit that is fairly good. If you pop over to World of Tanks Reddit, the subreddit there, you don't have to join or anything. It should just be awesome on the sidebar. But honestly, I guess I'm gonna head over here because, yeah, these people aren't pushing and the enemy's pushing up. So, but if you he is he is licking the drawer over there, the one that I put his tennis ball in. Levi. Oh god, this dog. He's usually not this dumb. Honestly, I think he saw I have like 3 or 4 more toys in there, and he probably saw them. Oh god. Hey. Stop licking the drawer, it's not gonna open. Oh lord. He's never done that. He'll like sniff a drawer. He won't sit there and lick it. Hello Atomic, nice to see you. Thank you, Nice Cuppa, yeah. I wasn't exactly what the code was, but use the code that Nice Cuppa posted in chat. That should give you a decent amount of premium time, a free, I think, a T14 or Tier 5 premium. Levi's doing better. Yes, thanks for asking. We still have to keep an eye on him, even though right now he's honestly about to get in trouble because he is licking the drawer where his toys are. So if he doesn't stop by after the battle here, I'm gonna have to yell at him. Thank you very much for the subscription, Eternal. Which hello, Black Gaming and Vindu. World of Tanks is a free-to-play game. It's on console, PC, mobile, pretty much on everything. I don't know if you guys can see him in the background. He's probably behind my chair, but he's going a little bit crazy back there over trying to get the rest of the toys out. Oh god. That fixed it. Oh, I'm about to, John, if he doesn't stop, but I think that'll do it. He wasn't being that bad, you know, he's just being obsessive. I just had to yell at him and point my finger at him, and he knows if he doesn't cut it out, then he gets rolled over on his back and shamed in front of the live stream. Honestly, he does think that, Labobo. He randomly walks around the house now and tries to open up drawers by hopefully not licking them all now, but he just sits there and like blows air in them. Yeah, he's gonna get in trouble because he's doing it again. What have I started here? I'm gonna have to get a new dresser now. With how obsessive he is. I'm gonna have to change all the furniture in the house. Really be nice if they could spot, there we go, that T95. I've been waiting to at least get a shot on him. Because he's just been sitting there an entire match. I'm just gonna let him get himself into some trouble here, because he's completely forgetting that there's a bunch of tanks this way. So he's a goner there. I hope Levi sleeps well. I know, I actually hit something there. Like, I'm freaking amazed. Ammo racked him. Uh-oh, he found a squeaker in it. Yeah? Oh, God. Oh, you're actually getting your gums to bleed. That's not good. I was hoping that he was not going to find... There's a couple squeakers in him. But give me a second here. No. Just had to pick up those little pieces of wood that Ryan has down because he's starting to... Not ruin them because it's the back of them, but he's starting to mess up her little drawing on the back. Yes, I am. If I can send you an invite, but I'm not sure if it'll actually work. So my next, even on my next tank up, it unfortunately. Is an SPG, which fortunately the next patch you'll be able to platoon one SPG again, but let me know if that pops up. I did cancel it, but it hasn't been showing up for anybody. I wasn't watching the World of Tanks finals, but I did see that they were giving away codes for that. I could make a Levi. Oh, it did work? Oh, Poser, the code is it's for new players only. Nice that the code worked for you. Hey! No. But, I know that his gums bleeding aren't great. He has a lot of problems. We manage them. Honestly, I brush his teeth every single night. Yeah, he gets his teeth brushed most than some people brush their own teeth. He just has, when we got him, at this point it was a little over a year ago, from someone's family member who was kind of abusing him. He lost, like, he's down to like 7 teeth outside of his little front ones. They had to rip out like 10 teeth. Some were rotting and falling out, so he's much better than he was, but it's never gonna be perfect, especially with his age here. Yeah, I did get a 2 mark here. Hello, Nisha. Okay, you found the EU one? Good. Yeah, there's always some floating around somewhere. I'd say I'd be able to find one if you gave me enough time, but they wouldn't be, honestly, they wouldn't be as good as the ones that they just have, static ones. Oh, I completely agree, not brushing your teeth's disgusting. But Levi's lucky every single night. I brush my teeth, and he sits there like looking at me like I know what's coming. He doesn't really like it, but he accepts it. He doesn't like try to fight me or anything. But at least he's starting to calm down now. Honestly, that dresser over there is a little slimy. He really wants that tennis ball, even though he can't fit it in his mouth. Alright, but for the second half of the stream here, hopefully I can focus a little bit more and try to play a little bit better here. A couple of these matches I've been a wee bit distracted, I should say. So this is not good. Not good at all. Yeah, I would say that this team's gonna lose. Yeah, I guess got spotted. I don't think I'll be able to run away here with the size of the turret on this, but we'll see. Luckily this thing's pretty fast. Yeah, this is why, like, I like playing arty, but it does come down to what map you get on, your team, a lot of different things. So it's one of those things where I enjoy playing it every now and again now, since it's actually balanced and not miserable to play. But it's still a crapshoot. You're really dependent on a lot of different things to fall in your favor. More so than, say, any other tank. Hello, Zach. Levi has 6 toothbrushes. His toothpaste is like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just really thick, so we honestly have to, like, put him in the dishwasher every few days, so we kind of rotate him. He is like, his toothpaste is more expensive than ours. He is special toothpaste. This dog is so spoiled, honestly. Go figure. I should have went a little bit further down here, but I knew that there's possibly enemies here, but I should have at least positioned myself behind this building a little bit better. Crap, I missed my shot on this T-49 unless he does me a favor and hops back out here. I don't think he's gonna help me out. Maybe. There we go. Awesome. We're definitely not gonna win this, but I do not have a FV405. Yeah. Honestly, Levi, that's the first time I ever saw him like frantically lick something like that. Hopefully it's not a start of a trend. But unfortunately, a loss. But thank you for the subscription, Mr. Hacker. That's weird that the Platoon invite works for you, but it wasn't working between Uber and I. That's strange. Which, thanks for the subscription, Mr. Hacker, but, you know, begging for people to subscribe back is, you know, good luck trying to convince people. Unless you make World of Tanks videos. Like, yeah. But up after this, I'm going to play the T-34, maybe the RU-251, the mouse. I might be able to take some more requests after that here. Yeah, are you happy? Yeah, you little happy dog. Thank you very much, Labobo, for the tip. Yes, Grigsby tipped a little bit ago. But yeah, I can probably take... I'm not going to bother changing all my overlays right now, but I might be able to take, you know, like 2 or 3 more tanks here, as far as requests go. No, I do not live stream all day. You can see my schedule over there. You can see the ending over here. Honestly, I've said it a few times. Even if, say, could make enough money or viewers and what have you from live streaming, say like some other people do, I'm not sure I would want to do it as, say, a primary job. It would probably grow to be unfun. I know a few other streamers have said that where once it becomes a job, you kind of have to approach it differently. Like, I like this being a hobby, and, you know, playing games for fun, that's what games are meant to be. I would never want it as my full-time job, because it would probably grow to be hopefully not miserable, but unfortunately I don't have the T-50, Paul. Please look at my tank request list. Possibly, Randall. I create all my overlays in Photoshop. Alright, that's why you don't drive right behind people. Fortunately, the Chrysler is gonna get frickin' premium rounds thrown at him because he's in that tank. Sounds mean, but people that drive that tank should expect to get premium rounds thrown at them. The thing's ridiculous. I guess I'll help. Oh god, what are you... this IS-3 again. Like, could have had this guy out already. No, and he's still alive now because my gun elevation. But like, I don't like people that sit behind you and mess up your driving. Yeah, I'll send you one right after the battle, Uber. Yeah, I'd look to see if you were on. Thank you very much, Andrew. And thank you very much, Rick, for the for the tip. But yeah, as far as overlays, yeah, I make them down to the pixel in Photoshop myself. Alright, so that's what I get for throwing gold out and being a filthy gold spammer. It bounced, it missed. There we go. The Meal 2 is not exactly the most accurate tank in the world. Oh god, and I ran into a rock. Holy crap, there's tanks over here. I'm just out of it today. I'm gonna blame it on the heat because for some reason it was nice outside today. It was like 80, it was 80 something, so not too hot. In the kitchen though, oh, there's something going wrong. Like, we're getting our hood systems on Monday. You have to get them serviced every X amount of months. Ours is coming up on Monday, and hopefully it fixes something, because like the humidity is just like getting trapped in the kitchen, which it usually doesn't do that, because like half of our outside walls are like floor to ceiling windows almost. But it's just a little bit miserable in the kitchen today, I should say. Like, I don't get done till 3:30, and it was like 2 o'clock, and I'm like, ugh, I'm done. Just, you know, I'll finish cooking orders when they come in, but I'm done doing anything else. Hello, Russia. What is it? Privet, I think? Privet? I think that's hello, maybe? Yeah, that doesn't sound good. 90, with 95% humidity? Well, you kind of know how I was feeling then. I would say the ambient temperature in the kitchen was basically that, and behind where I cook, bump that up to like 100, 110. He's doing his little whines now. He wants to go out and play. Down to 1 platoon. Yes and no. You gotta let me know you're actually coming. Like Rich, when he came at like 2 weeks ago, Rich S. Ryan baked him and his wife a couple little cheesecakes for him. Bought him some drinks, I think. Honestly, I was so busy that weekend. I got to see, I think Rich is here. Got to see him once, which timing worked out perfectly. Otherwise, I was running around. I was actually running food out of the kitchen one day, which I rarely do. That was the first time I've done it since back before when I didn't even cook. I was a runner. That's how busy I was. A service call from Michigan. Yeah, luckily, my family, one of the few people that do it around here, they've known, like, the family for a while, and, you know, it's nice. They don't charge us too much, and they're in and out in, like, maybe 2 hours with their little crew. Oops, I clicked on everything except for what I wanted to click on. I'll invite you Uber. Hopefully it works here. I'll send you 2. But next up's the T-34 Heavy, I believe. It's just strange though how it's not working for some. It's broken for everybody. I'm honestly confused. Let's say Ryan actually baked. Huh. Yeah, I was about to say it's not. It's. I don't think it's working at all here. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's odd. I guess it really likes John here. Hello, was here. That's strange, though. Basically, for those of you guys who are watching from Russia, the friends list is broken on the NA server. Nobody can platoon. And I know other servers are having problems with it, but NA has been, I think, hit the worst. I do not have the AMX 40, unfortunately. Yes, I do, Xavier. I guess I'm gonna head over here. I just don't think I'm fast enough to get out here. Yeah, the Kronwagen's pretty close. Which I forgot Rick to update the donation goal. I'll hopefully get to that after this one. Yeah, I can play a Kronwagen, or not Kronwagen, the Chrysler if you'd want. I could probably, that'll be my last tank request I take. Oh, I'm just so loopy tonight. That always helps, poser. Unless you're like me to where I barely eat at work because I'm always so busy. Go figure, someone that cooks all day doesn't eat while he's there. Like I tried to make something today and then I got freaking like 20 to 30 lunch orders in a row. So I just said screw it and I brought it home. I come home though and eat and I go into like a food coma because I haven't eaten all day. Let's say I do have the Luva. He's calmed down a little bit, but he's still whining. You guys just can't hear him as much. But I yelled at him at the end there, and he's like, okay, I guess I won't ignore him or annoy him that much. Whoops. I screwed up my equipment. I don't have a repair kit. I have 2 med kits. Oh my god. This is, oh lord. This is what I get for... I was doing it too quick and I screwed it up. My equipment. Alright, well... Bring it on, Artie. I got 2 med kits. Be afraid. I have not, Wayne, no. Yeah, I said, Misha, Privet. Not really good on the accent, but, ah, shit. It's like a drunken stream without the alcohol. Kind of. Nah, I don't really like corned beef. I know a lot of people do though. That's probably just because cooking it in a restaurant, that's probably the... I took it off the menu a few years ago. We weren't selling enough of it. But that was probably the most dangerous item on our menu because cooking it in large scale, it would explode off the flat top because we'd have so much of it on there. You know, when you got a lot of orders at once, and it would like try to blind you pretty much. So, wasn't selling enough to warrant keeping it on, and then I'm like, well, it's also a safety hazard. And off it went. Gotta love when things work out like that. Ah, crap. That was a bad shot. No problem, Misha. Was here, I have no idea why the test server's down. I'm sure you can look somewhere and figure it out. I honestly don't know. I'm not on the test server. It's probably down for maintenance though, if I had to guess. No, he's gonna get me. Reload, reload. He stopped. Oh, god damn it. Yeah. There's only so much hiding I can do. Tape the tracks back on. Yeah, sorry Uber that it's not working. I don't know why it's working for some in the clan. It's working, you know, it's not working for others for some reason. It's, yeah. Sorry for that noise. That was a little loud. And I'll definitely say that's all the tank requests I can do here. Screwing up my thing over here. There we go. Yeah, dangerous food you need glasses to be able to cook it. Like, that stuff would splatter everywhere. Thank you, Graham. Because I probably will forget. Pancake? I make pancakes. Unfortunately, some days a little bit too many. Time to run away. Can't exactly go out there, unfortunately. How much time? Time's over here. It's only about 40 minutes left. Well, won't say I heard about a specific person, but I'm sure plenty of people have found glass in their food before. Honestly, we've had someone find it, but unfortunately it wasn't actually in food. It was like on a, you know how there's like a plate underneath your bowl of say soup that has like a little doily on it. There was a little piece on there. I don't know how someone would have missed that, but I remember that night. Person wasn't even like angry about it. They're like, well, you know, we still comp their meal though. It's, you know, it's pretty much what you got to do at that point. I don't know why I sat back out there. I don't know why he's still throwing heat at me though at T54. Huh. Corned beef is Jewish, which I just stupidly sat out there. Oh well. Sorry that this match sucked too. I'm having one of those nights. I don't think I can do the Strev one, but I will. Which, sorry, I didn't even see that, John, you were still in the match. It's one of those nights where, at least in one night a week, I'm just like fried after work. And unfortunately, it seems to be one of those nights here. Next up, though, like John's still in the match, but I'm getting an eye on how much I have left on the meal too. So I'm down to 34,000 experience here. So, thanks, Sean. I didn't know if you're still alive or not. To be honest, I was zoned out there. I think my T-34 is still in... Yeah, it's still in a battle there. Well, yeah, Heat 54. Yeah. Hello, Jerry and Julio. Oh, I gotta point the opposite way? Ah, yeah, you are right. Oh, I never thought about that, to be honest. Thanks. See you, Vindu. Thanks for watching. Hey, little dog. Do you want to play with your ball again? No. Here, I'll just leave you be for now. Yeah. I'll play with you after the stream. Nope, he's gonna go play again. Of course there's somebody trying to... Why do people try to discuss stuff? Like they're about the bat chat in the chat there. Is that the perfect time to discuss something while your team's trying to play a battle? Go talk about that on the forums. Hello, person from Israel. The dog is Levi. He's his name's Levi. Thank you very much, Amrika, for the subscription. Alright. So, I'm just looking at the time here. Honestly, I don't think I can get to the Strev S1, because I'd also like to... I want to get another match in Emil too, since, you know, I'm so close to it. But my next stream after this is going to be Sunday. I might be playing a little bit on Saturday, but I don't think I'll stream it, just because I'll probably only hop on for like maybe like 45 minutes or so and just be playing the Emil 2. Don't think that's honestly worth the trouble, to be honest. I know some of you guys might like to see it, but it would probably create a bit of a hassle for those like popping in that expect me to like do tank requests and stuff. I'll probably just pop on for a little bit. Pop off. I don't have the Emil. Or I thought you meant the person asking for the Saint meal earlier. Sorry. I will be playing, you know, the meal 2 at least one more time here. Hello, Mind Pro. Well, the thing with I could stream it, it's just it takes me at least like quickly about 20 minutes to set the stream up beforehand. So if I only have, say, like 45 minutes or an hour to play, that cuts into my time a lot. That's the main problem I have, to where I don't think I have a lot of time Saturday. Brian's she is something with her friends, I forget exactly, like a bachelorette thing to go to. Like they have a dinner planned. So she won't be here. I have to do a couple things that usually she gets done on Saturdays. Thank you very much, whoever just bought something. Thank you, Alexei Shredder, for the subscription. Oh, I know. Every now and then, like, I do play without streaming, because it's hard for, you know, you guys to maybe understand, but it is tough sometimes to every single time, say, playing a game, you're live. It's just one of those things that, which that guy is extremely rude. But it's just one of those things where it is nice playing solo sometimes without being live. If only because, honestly, I like putting, if I'm grinding tanks, I like putting music on and listening to music. I can't do that while I'm streaming for copyright reasons. Fortunately, though, we do not have anybody in the south anymore. Male strippers? No. Her one friend, she kind of picked the place, because a lot of people, they live all over the place. Honestly, Ryan's the furthest away, where she picked like a nice restaurant closest to everyone, kind of, as possible, and they're going out for dinner for a couple hours, and, you know, exchanging whatever, like, it's kind of like a bachelorette slash bridal shower combined, since it's hard to get everyone together. This is not gonna work out for me. Shooting HE for range. He's gonna get me on this shot, but he got me the second time with the HE. But like, that's just, yeah, that's a little strange. He shot HE at me. Lift your thumb up for the USSR. Hello, Mojo. Nice to see you. Alright, Rick, you purchased a challenge. What would you like to challenge me on? The TOG? Alright, so you purchased a... Alright, so with this, I might not be able to get to some of these requests now because it's a TOG match, but... Alright, so the challenge here with the TOG, the one that Rick purchased, I have to do 1.5 times the HP total of the Tog here. So more or less 2100 between blocked damage and assist damage. Which, thank you very much, Lobobo, for the tip. Let's say I actually, you know, from the, you guys have requested a few Centurion between the 9 and 10. I've actually started to like them a little bit more. Well, HE rounds, they are useful. I'm just surprised he shot me with one, because the JPZ, he could have penned me. If he just took a little bit extra time. He still was going to get shot, and I bounced off of him. He could have just turned the corner, killed me. Instead, it took him 2 shots, and I got another shot on him. I forgot to text Ryan back here. Floyd, well, hopefully your stream doesn't break again. Maybe try refreshing? I'm not sure. Hurry up. Work phone. Alright, so I'm going over to the town. Hopefully I don't get caught out in the center here. But with this, you know, I had to reach 2100 combined between all 3 of, you know, the stats down here. If I don't reach that, Rick gets back 5,000 Levi biscuits. What is better, the RHM or the Scorpion G? I'd probably say the RHM if you're just going off of performance. I believe it has a slightly better gun, just by a pinch, and the better camouflage. The Scorpion G, though, definitely makes a lot more credits. But yeah, I'd go just purely off of performance. This RHM just barely inches it out. And also when you factor in the height, too. But everyone's entitled to their opinion. Plus you can switch to 2 different guns on the Borsig. That would be fun, Carl. I'm sure someone out there has a mod for that, though. Yes, we're both in the Tog. Full steam ahead. Which is extremely slow. Feels like I'm driving a battleship. But much less cool. Oh lord. This is not good. They, yeah. We're kind of stuck out here in the center now. This is not good at all. Might actually work though if I don't get shot from the center that much. Granted, I don't know why I just bounced that shot. Sorry, OI. If I knew those guys were coming, I honestly would have helped you. Ah, I got something biting my leg. Alright, these guys... I'm gonna bank on them. He's pushing. Really? Yep, I think you're gonna win this is solely based off of there's not enough things for me to shoot. I don't think so, Gunner. Both tanks are pretty close to each other as far as stats, but I believe the Borsig a little bit better. You didn't steal my damage. It's all good. At World of Tanks, a lot of people rage, but alright, let me... I still have to give other people their Levi biscuits from tips, but I'll have to do that after the stream here. But I can at least give Rick his... I don't think I'll reach the water before they kill him. I might though. It'll be fun to see if I'm getting close. Go for a little swim. Honestly though, the Tog, I could the 1.5 times HP, it's easily obtainable if you actually are able to get to the fight. Because the thing does do damage. But yeah, unfortunately, yeah, congrats Rick, you won that challenge there. So next up's the SP1C, and then, you know, I might have to, like, I'm definitely gonna do another Meal 2 match, but I'm not sure if I'll get in another match after that, since Tog 2, you know, it takes up a bit of time. I was about to say, as far as these, I don't think I'm gonna have time to do this right now. So I'd like to get in as many matches as possible. Yeah, I completely agree. The Scorpion, gee, I like it, but the lack of armor combined with the lack of camouflage is what... It just makes it too situational, in my opinion. Like, it's pretty much the premium for people to camp in the back and chuck, you know, gold rounds at people, which is why you see a lot of people throw APCR from it, because it gets rid of the terrible shell velocity of the standard round, because it is a little bit slow as far as that goes. But that's the thing about World of Tanks. People love some tanks, others don't, and, you know, for the most part, the game is pretty well balanced. Outside of, you know, several handfuls of tanks. I'd probably say, because I saw a list someone posted earlier of it. There's like, I think it's like 14 to 16 tanks that you can justify kind of skew balancing and make it seem worse than it actually is. The rest of the tanks in comparison, you know, they're a little bit inferior, but they're pretty well balanced if you exclude the, you know, extreme cases. Hey, if he's firing, I'm fine here. Oh god. They got you already? Let's say that's not good. Just outside of max view range, and that went off into space. The one thing, this gun is not very accurate in the least bit. Hello, CJ, nice to see you. God. Crack him. Ruin his day. Granted, he probably has a repair kit. Oh lord, why are you pushing on me too? Just move away from these guys. I know I'm really out in the open here, but I'm more concerned about the people shooting me from this way. Oh god. Let's say I'm fairly far away from him. He does not have the best accuracy. Really? Really? Well then, I almost made it. Granted, I could have like went down there or something, but yep, guess it's not my luck in light tanks today. Hello Enzo. I did not yet. Last time it was still in battle. Thanks for reminding me though. I'll do it since I'm fairly close to it now. So next up, we got I then probably have to be the meal too. I just can't go past too much 9 o'clock here. Sorry Bartek, I do not have this Centurion Mark 1. I do have a tank request list, but unfortunately I only got these two, and I can't take any more tank requests tonight. Yeah, the SP1C though, I like it, but the gun does not perform very well at long range. But unfortunately there, I couldn't really go anywhere else for, you know, out on the edge of the map. They were just getting shredded over there. The enemy had so many more tanks than we did. That's why I kind of chose to go to the bridge. A little bit safer there until they actually push on you, but I was kind of hoping that wouldn't happen. Thank you, Bartek, for understanding. Oh god, where do I want to go? Okay. I'm gonna head this way. I think we have enough people over there. I just don't want to head over there, and being that this guy is a bit slow, kind of be left in the dust. Maybe I'll try out the center a little bit. No Artie. Levi is patiently waiting to go play in the backyard. And I'm probably gonna get devoured by mosquitoes. We can't even go somewhere in our, or some places in our neighborhood along like the edges, because there's you know, there's woods, because there's so many freaking ticks and mosquitoes this year because we didn't really have a winter. Like in January it hit like 65, 70 degrees a couple times. Like that's unheard of in the Northeast. Oh crap, maybe we don't have enough people over on the left. Let's say they've already pushed across pretty quick. I don't know how I just bounced off the side of his turret, but I did. That was a stupid mistake. We have plenty of skunks, possums, raccoons. I'm fine with them as long as they don't try to dig into my backyard. Last year we had a little skunk family, like 4 little babies, living in our neighbor's house next door. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to help you guys, but I'll head over here. Crap. Bounce off the side of him. Kind of a lose situation where at this point there's nowhere for me to go. Like, There's people on the left, there's people on the right, there's people in front of me. I didn't choose the right spot, and it's a loss. It's been happening a lot tonight, but unfortunately that's one of the things with World of Tanks. You have to put yourself in the right spot in the beginning, or else your match is going to be miserable. I've just been picking a lot of duds here tonight, unfortunately. Xavier, it really depends on the person. To me, it takes me like several months because I play a ton of tank requests here. That's why, you know, sometimes it's nice. I thank you guys when you understand that I can't always do every tank request because, you know, I don't have a lot of time, and I try my best to find a balance between the two. Mosquito, the other state bird. I could believe that. I literally go outside and they're like on me. Like, I'm one of those people that kind of attract them to them. Like, Ryan could be standing next to me and I'm just like covered and she is nothing. Alright, after this, depending on how long it takes, I might have time for the Chrysler K, I might not. See you, Craze Missile. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully Sunday I'll be a little bit more on my game here. But I've got 9 more weeks until summer is kind of over for me. It's just nights right now for me. Like, you know, I could stream a little bit earlier, like an hour earlier, but then I run into the problem if it's hard for me to get everything done beforehand. But like literally after the stream here, I go pass out, and like, it's not like I'm staying up any later. I always go to bed between like 9 and 10, even if I'm not streaming. Yeah, and I get up at 4 for work. But I just need my body to kind of adjust to getting busier again. It's like a whole different motion. Like today, fortunately it's better. I like doused it with burn cream and kept the glove on for like an hour. Like burned my whole right hand here, up my thumb and my index finger with pork roll grease, of all things. I accidentally scraped the grill off a little bit wrong at a different angle. That was 400-degree grease does not feel very well at 8 o'clock in the morning. But luckily though, I'm the one kind of in charge of stocking the first aid kit. I made sure to buy extra burn stuff this year. I've got like 3 or 4 different things, and so far it's come in handy for a couple of us. Hey, you can angle all you want, Leopard, but that's not going to help you that much. You should have just sucked it up and ran away when it was just me. Well, mosquitoes are drawn by carbon dioxide. There's certain, like, there's something else. Certain people have like I forget what, in their body to where they emit it. It's not just carbon dioxide, where it attracts mosquitoes more so than other people. Pre-internet? Yes. Even I'll say my neighborhood, I'm actually surprised. Not all the kids, but all the teenagers and up here, like say middle school and higher, they're all like pasty little kids that don't go outside of their house. Like I see some kids like getting off the bus when I'm walking the dog, and I'm like, there's a kid living in that house. And like, you know, I've lived here for 2 years. I used to live in the neighborhood, but we moved back. But I'll say the younger kids, the ones under 10, they're always outside. So I think finally it might just be a small group of kids in a, you know, small sample size, but it seems like parents are starting to force their kids to go outside again. But unfortunately, you know, there's that generation that it seems like they're just trapped in their house all day, computer or what have you. Do I see myself running a kitchen? Well, I kind of already do. That's what a sous chef is. Like, my brother's the head chef, but a sous chef basically does almost what a executive chef does, except for, you know, he's the number 2, and you don't get to make all the decisions. Like, I do a lot of ordering. I manage essentially half the kitchen staff. I do breakfast, lunch, he does dinner. I would never want to honestly run a kitchen as an executive chef now. At least not forever. Like, I don't plan on cooking forever. Like, I would say by my mid-30s I will be pursuing something else. What that something is, I don't know yet, but I don't want to cook when I'm older. It is pretty painful, but fortunately my hand's feeling all better now. I got a couple blisters, but I'll take burning myself over cutting myself. Get myself in trouble. Go trying to brawl in the Emil 2 again with only 2 rounds in my clip. Get him, thank you. Go. Turning your turret. That worked out. Pretty much nice cuppa. We were all joking about it, honestly. Like, burns, unless it's like really bad, then everyone, you know, drops what they're doing to help the person. You know, you get burned all the time in the kitchen. Like, I have burns mainly all up and down my forearms here. As far as dinner harder than breakfast, lunch, it's 2 completely different things. Like, I cooked dinner up until like 4 years ago. I did dinner. Basically dinner stuff, it's slower paced. You're still doing, you do a little bit less people, but when a ticket comes in, if a restaurant, like standard restaurant for dinner, it takes them about 8 to 14 minutes, at least in our restaurant, and other restaurants I've seen it takes about the same for a dinner order to go out, as far as like entrees. So that's actually not a bad match here. I'll hop one more match here in the Chrysler K, even though my dog is... he's ready to go play. Breakfast is a little bit different. Honestly, it's called, when you're working breakfast, they call short order cooks, more or less. Because for breakfast, we shoot to get from the ticket coming in to the ticket going in the window, and then it's on the wait staff to run it out. We get orders out 4 to 5 minutes. So say we have a 12 top come in with like 8 pancakes, like different kinds of pancakes, stuffed French toast, omelets, Benedicts. That all goes out within 5 minutes preferably. Like max we shoot for 8 minutes, but so it's a completely different pace to where like you're sprinting everywhere, whereas dinner, you know, you're actually cooking something in a pan, grilling it off, stuff like that. And lunch, honestly, like fortunately we're not always super busy for lunch, but everyone I've ever talked to who works in the culinary field hates lunch, because essentially you're doing the same thing as being a short order cook, like for breakfast, where you have to get something out as fast as possible, but you're doing food that doesn't exactly work in that regard unless you work in a restaurant that pre-cooks everything, which we don't do because that's wrong. But more or less, you know, lunch sucks because, you know, putting together, say, a taco, a sandwich, a salad, appetizers, you're doing basically fast food while doing food that doesn't work fast. So it doesn't work when you get busy. Well, honestly, most people expecting to get a head chef job right off the bat are sorely mistaken. Even if you go to like a school, which is why part of the reason why I didn't go to like one of the top end culinary schools, and like go for, say, like a 4+ year degree, is the majority of restaurants, unless you're going for like some fancy restaurant in a city, they take experience over schooling, because most of the stuff you learn in school doesn't translate to, you know, real world experience, like what to do when somebody chops their finger off with a slicer, like something like that, or, you know, it's just the stuff to where you only get experience from actually working the job. So I know plenty of people that went to culinary school and then almost none of them cook now because they expect it to be like superstar chefs on Food Network, and, you know, they were getting hired as line cooks because that's where you got to start in a kitchen. Where I started as my first kitchen job, even though it's my family's restaurant, I started as the dishwasher. Like, that's how things go. I'm gonna track him. Yeah, I don't pay attention to win rate 8. Oh, that's a joke though, win rate 8 cracking and frying an egg. Honestly, not the... thanks, you're throwing APCR at me. Granted, in this tank I kind of get it. Not to toot my own horn a little bit, but we kind of have a problem at times to where... I won't even... I'll stop myself there. Sometimes I'm a little bit too fast for my own good cooking, because you really have to... It's a team thing to where you have to work together. So if one person's outpacing the other, it just, everything is screwed up. So sometimes I have to actually slow myself down. But that's part of the thing, is, you know, working as a team and figuring out the best possible combination of cooking stuff in an order to get it all out in the fastest manner. As a whole, not just as, like, say, one table over another table. I don't actually want to go all the way up here, but I didn't expect them to push as fast as they did. Crap, I'm gonna actually use this. Yeah, oh god, E100. Guys, don't go up there. You literally just saw us getting shot, mainly by a T-44 with APCR, but Do I crack eggs with one hand? I can, but typically I do two because it takes longer to get an eggshell out of an egg than it is, you know what I mean? The risk isn't worth saving a fraction of a second doing it with one hand. But honestly, as far as like cooking, like I make most days in the summer when we're busy, because we only have 2 cooks for breakfast and lunch service, unless there's one day where we have 3, but I'm the 3rd guy and I don't cook. I prep, do inventory, order, stuff like that. Like I make, I don't know, like 8 Benedicts at a time, so that's 16 individual Benedicts where we have 5 different Benedicts, while having our flat tops 10 feet long, a whole flat top full of pancakes, French toast, like pitas, sandwiches, stuff like that, to where you have to be a good multitasker to work in a kitchen. He's starting to get antsy. Lord. My team's ahead, but it feels like we're down tanks. And yeah, he penned me on my lower plate. Good for him for not using gold. But I'm gonna do the raffle here before I forget. Honestly, sorry I was off today as far as my game goes. Sunday will be much better. Hey, I'm almost done. I'm sorry I've been ignoring you. I have sad little puppy eyes here. But if you type !raffle, you can enter. Oh crap. Actually, sorry guys. Restart here. I only put it for 1 minute. So anyone who in the chat got before the first raffle, re-enter it. I forgot to put it for more than a minute long, but yeah, we got a win here at least. Oh, that's all I could ask for tonight. Anyway, I was trying to get the Borsig, but thank you very much for platooning, John. Trying to make this as it's got the 15 centimeter, centimeter on this. So as far as the comparison between the two here, we still got 2 minutes left on the raffle. The main, like, there is the case of the Scorpion G being as good or better as the Scorpion, or not the Scorpion, the Borsig. More or less, the Borsig is more DPM. Accuracy is a bit worse, and this is going off the 400. I guess I can click out that 750 damage gun. So you're gaining more DPM, a little bit worse as far as accuracy and aiming time, and also gun depression. But you know, really, they play differently. But to me, the main difference here is, even though it doesn't seem much, the camouflage is a bit different between the two, and also the size difference on them, to where the Borsig you're able to fire without being seen a lot better than the Scorpion G, just because you're able to get in a spot, shoot, and even though after firing you lose pretty much all your camo, you're able to get out of a spot better in the Scorpion G, because trying to get yourself like to that bush in the Scorpion G, you have a higher chance of being spotted in the process. It's still, you know, which one's better, which one's worse, it depends on how you play it. Like the Scorpion G is much more mobile, a little bit more V range, but to me, the Borsig, the camouflage does make that big of a difference. And you know, you can disagree, but unfortunately, you know, everyone's entitled to their opinion. And you know, one of these days I'll get to the Borsig, but the Scorpion G is definitely good. It's just in the role of a support sniper long range, I think the Borsig, it's a little bit better at it than the Scorpion G, due to the shape of the tank, camouflage, a little bit better DPM. Because honestly, the majority of the time you're gonna pen stuff regardless of 0.26 or 0.28 accuracy or 0.34. Plus the Scorpion G shell, the standard AP shell, is much slower than the actual Borsig, I believe. I could be wrong now. But anyway, I remember when the Scorpion G first came out, I looked between the two, and yeah. Congratulations, Victor, for winning. But anyway, thank you very much, guys, for watching. Thanks for sticking with me here, since a few of these matches I was like, I was just out there on what I was doing. Which, thank you very much again, Rick, for the other donation here. But my next stream is gonna be Sunday, coming up here, same time, 7 to 9, and you know, I may be on a little bit Saturday, but I don't think I'll have time to stream. If for whatever reason I do, you know, I'll only be on for maybe like an hour or so. Which, thank you very much, Libobo, for the tip as well. But have a good night, guys. For those of you who want to test some tanks out, the test server is up, so you can test some tanks out to see which ones, you know, you want to grind for. But otherwise, this little patch coming out here, there's not too much to it. There's little changes here or there, but nothing too major. It's 9.20 that's going to be following it. There's going to be really big changes. But yeah, I'm going to go play with Levi right now. I don't think I'll get around that. He will probably block me from the bedroom. But anyway, see you guys. Thanks again for watching. Have a good one.